This is just a difference of perspective. Well, if we scale back the actual physical length of a song from these 8 and 9 minute epics from the early 70s, especially if you think progressive rock kinds of things, if we scale those back down to 4 and 5 minutes, can we still extend the hippie aesthetic ideal, or are we going to be just totally away from it? It's kind of rhetorical at this point. But keep that in mind as we listen. Frampton had no idea he was setting a new standard here. He was just a musician. His album happened to have sold very, very well, in the millions of units. And again, he was just the first of 3 bands. By '77, 2 other bands. The Eagles had an album called Hotel California that went multi-platinum. And also in '77, the band of Fleetwood Mac had a multi-platinum album. And it won Grammy of the Year in '78. Album of the Year. It sold, I think initially it was in 13, 17 million. Just an enormous number of sales. When you keep it in perspective of the standard having been 300,000 to 500,000, had been the norm up until these albums. Fleetwood Mac, there's a photo of Lindsey Buckingham on guitar and Stevie Nicks. These were 2 later additions to the band, and it was a very good addition as far as commercial viability. It changed the tenor of the sound of the band. They had multiple vocalists. They just had a kind of an infectious blend in their sound. I want to play a couple excerpts here. One from the Eagles' Hotel California first. Where did we initially meet the Eagles? First, what genre?
Country, or not country, but
You know, country
rock.
rock, yeah. Band out of Southern California who kind of was the prototype for the country rock sound. And as this song gets going, this title track to Hotel California, 1977. Actually, I'm going to fast forward through some of this one.
Do they shorten the songs down? Because I hear some of these songs.
This one's 6.5 minutes total. This one got a lot of radio airplay, but there were 3, 4, 5 top hits on this album alone. What is the groove on this? What style? It's reggae. Yeah. Now wait a minute. Oh, this was a country rock band. They were aware of what was going on, you know, especially after Eric Clapton had done a version of I Shot the Sheriff. So now we have a reggae groove. Oops. They also rocked it out a little bit more on this album too. They added another guitarist who brought more of a rock edge, Mr. Joe Walsh. He's just a different character altogether, but more of a rock and roll element. Now there's a musical element in here I want you to identify. I'll point it out. Along with the heavy kick drum, another element of a disco beat is this real pronounced off-beat hi-hat. There's no funk in this. Now, once you hear the disco influence in this, it's almost common. You got this blues guitar riff. Kick drum, which is kind of a disco thing, but disco reference in here. Right here. I don't know where it is. Take my word for it. One of the features of a disco groove is this. You can do this. It's the offbeat on the hi-hat, and we've got that 1, 2, 3, 4 on the kick drum, and then this offbeat on the hi-hat, and they use it in this song here. So now we have a band, originally made as a country rock band, now incorporated reggae and even disco. Disco affected everybody, whether they realized it or not. A little bit of Fleetwood Mac from Rumors. Song called Dreams. Again, album of the year, 78 Grammys. So, three excerpts, or a few excerpts from these big albums. Now, mainstream rock, second half of the decade. We identified in the first half about 6 or so unique styles, or rock subgenres. Everything from country rock to fusion to prog, singer-songwriter, glam, right? Blues-based bands. Where a lot of those were an expansion of ideas, now in the second half of the decade we're going to distill these down and make more concise statements.